Good morning, everybody. Well, I know on the way home the other night on a trip we saw 49, but that was way up north. 58 degrees, August 2nd. And it's still like pitch black outside too. So, yeah. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, back to work. 9 straight days. Wish me luck. I open today, tomorrow, then I close 3, and then I open I think on a Saturday and Sunday. It goes back and forth. So, good morning, princess. Time to go outside and go potties. Where's your brother? Well, I guess I'll take you first. A little crescent moon out there. Cloud whispering by. Doesn't feel too bad out here. Well, it's not. I mean, it's starting to get light out. Like I said, it is only 5:16, so I guess we didn't find a spot to go pedal. I don't want to show favoritism. The other day I realized that we had come home from the falls and stuff. Little man never got in the video at all. Of course, he was one of the most sacked out of us all too that day, but nonetheless. Right, little buddy? Yeah. You tired, little man? I don't know what's going on with him. That's why he didn't go yesterday, because he just doesn't seem to walk like he used to. He's a little too pudgy. That would have been too rough on him yesterday. It was rough on him. Felt bad for Priya, but she seemed to have a grand old time. Me personally, I mean, I don't mind hiking in nature like that, per se. It's just getting to where we're going and finding that it's basically non-existent. That sucked, but it happens. That's what happens when you just do, adventures randomly. I mean, look at when I went up to Watkins Glen last year. I kind of knew that was going to be the case. I was just in awe that, and so were a lot of other people when I showed them pictures and videos of how little water was last year. But that was, yeah. Of course, that rain that we got yesterday, it probably started flowing when those kids were underneath it. So, they were being rude. They saw Priya and they're like, "Get that dog out of here." You know what? Shut the hell up. Don't do my dog like that. But we made it up the mountain, we made it down the mountain. They need to update that sign though. It's not 1.6 miles, it's 1.8. It could matter. Someone's life could depend on it. But according to Apple GPS, it was 0.2 of a mile further than what that sign stated. Alrighty guys, it is time to get the hell out of here. I don't feel good at all right now. It feels like my blood sugar dropped like crazy. And I really need to clean my sunglasses because they're horrible. Alright, off to Sammy's Club and then get the hell home. Beautiful out. Wow. I don't even know what it got up to. It was supposed to get to like 79. Car right now says 90, so it's hot in the sun, but the breeze is somewhat nice. So, I don't know. See what happens here. Maybe we'll get out and do something after I get something to eat. Right now, I'm not feeling the greatest. Home, sweet home. I'm trying to get the car unpacked, but I woke them up when I brought the chips in. Oh, yeah. I'm glad I have it on 1080 120 instead of 240 now. Because once again, I switch over to slow motion. Okay, so I did get myself a turkey sun-dried tomato wrap. I ate 2 portions of it, had a little bit of Pepsi with it. And I feel a shit ton better. I didn't know if I was actually going to deal with Sam's Club. I got to that point of just absolute weakness. So I was smart, grab something that was healthy and yet filling. I'm gonna finish the rest for dinner, but I do also have salsa and chips, sour cream, and I got myself a Asian salad. I'm not gonna use their sesame dressing though. I'm gonna use the oil and vinegar Terry makes. So, all right, Princess went potty, and we're gonna get little man to go potty, and then finish unpacking the car. And yeah, maybe just take a little rest, try to get back to feeling 100%. So, all right, a little windy out here today. Beautiful out though, in the sky. Alrighty guys, well, something that I thought of on the way home after I ate and felt better was whether or not I could figure a way to make the iPhone 12 Pro Max on the Osmo 4 using the Rode, using a small rig. So, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a try. Alright, what ultimately is making this even possible, hopefully, is this guy right here. I talked about this a while back. So, I have the Osmo magnet, and I got these MagSafe rings that you can basically, it'll, MagSafe to the back of your iPhone. So basically we're going to take it out of a case, which I already have done. Got the blue in here, and that just right on there. This case has no back to it, so it should leave an opening. The question is weight distribution. Now, what makes this guy nice is he's got cold shoe mounts here and here, so I can hook a transmitter and then one of the microphones here and have the other microphone on me, so I can use the Rode Wireless Go 2. I don't know if I've ever showed how easy this is to install. Little button, press it, and just slide it in and lock it. It makes it very bulky, but you can add handles to it. Small rig makes all kinds of nice little gadgets for it. What you want to do is get that on there first. Little dot there, it's lined up. Every time I set this thing up, it's always a fun little trick to get it lined up. What you want to do is lock it down and have it like that. And then you want to bring this guy all the way to the right where the little white dot is straight up. Okay. Now balancing is going to be a problem, I'm afraid. You got all this extra, which I may take off at some point, but the small rig has the M-mount stuff for moment. So you can actually mount moment lenses. Plus I have filters and stuff that, unfortunately, with the iPhone app, it counters. They don't work. Let's see what happens here. Yeah. Alright, let's try it again. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work. This is a trial. Ew. A little heavy. Okay, well, as you can see, it is somewhat working. Now, step 2, you got your microphone, receiver. You need your, nice thing about this guy is it's angled, so when it drops down, it may clear, I don't know. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, that's plugged in. And the transmitter, which this will help balance. The problem is when you put the one microphone on the other end, this is going to off balance it. Now, I always use the back camera, but if I'm behind the camera, which way do I want to put this one? Well, if I have one on me, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go over here and put it there. It's crazy looking, but you would have a gimbalized system, and the second microphone you can clip to yourself. Last year I picked up way too much stuff from everyone. This little Rode guy here. So this guy here slides over like such. With this guy here, you just kind of like tuck him in your shirt and the magnet will hold it. You can put it in a little better spot, especially with a shirt like this that's kind of flimsy. It's going to be a little bit off. A little wobbly maybe. Oh, I have my settings on here because I don't want to be overblown and I don't want to at 30. I think for this setup I was at a 6. We'll go with 9. That's a little better. Alright, so right now we are recording, and it's a little wobbly. Motors are struggling a little bit. I don't know if it'll balance out. Yeah, it's not liking the system. Okay, that's going to be too much for it. Well, it was a test I wanted to try. And, yeah, it's too much for it. Well, worth a try, right, guys? Alright, so that doesn't work. The other option I had was I have a bar that I could actually go across the bottom here with, and then put everything at the bottom of this, and then the kickstand can still actually go up into it, into the bar. But then you have an extra piece sticking out down here to catch your hand on a lot. Might give that a shot. So, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's trying. That case is just, I think, too much for it. Alright, I don't know how the wobble's gonna work. Yeah, it's a weebling and a wobbling. What do you think, Princess? Do you want to go to the park? And do you want to go to the park? Mateo's like, forget it now, I'm tired. Well, it took me a few minutes to figure out what I did with the crossbar, but there you go. You can see that, you may be able to see the problems. A, all this is in your way of your hand. That's not good. So, it's called trial and error, and you don't try to do this in the field. This is the third iteration, because all I did was spin it around, left everything where it was, and now I've moved this, I switched microphone versus transmitter, and I kind of stretched this cable out a little bit. The gimbal performance, except for that wire, but I have it stretched. I'm going to have to, maybe if I bring this guy around a little bit, that'll help. And, yeah, there you go. You want to have plenty of, you want to kind of stretch that cord out as best you can. It is still a little tight on the hand. I have these, I think, as far over as I can go with them. This one doesn't matter so much. I could probably put both microphones on the same side. That'd give me a little more room. Yeah, there we go. Alright, fourth iteration. Microphones. And the reason I have them going opposite directions is so that you get kind of a stereo effect. You have sound in front of you and sound behind you. I don't know if that's good thinking or not, but that's my thinking. Hey Priya, what you doing, baby girl? You want dinner? I know. Mateo wants dinner too. I don't know if I can spin this thing around and line me back up. Alright guys, so this is a test with the Osmo and all of the Rode equipment is connected as well. Doing a little bit of a test and see how it performs. It looks odd, but yeah. Alright guys, well, I don't know if we're going to try this out at the park tonight, because that's not pocketable at all. I call this the cluster. So, instead of plugging two of the Rodes in, because it was taking up too much room for my hands, I use the triple adapter with the small red cold shoe adapters. That was already set up from the GoPro Pro. Geez, I still see dirt on there from the races. So, let's give this guy a try. What you doing, Priya? What you doing, baby girl? She's like, I don't know. I ate my dinner and now I'm sleeping. Alright. Well, I'll try to keep turning it around, I'm not gonna lie. Because you got the bar hanging out there. But, and there's a little counterweighted that way. I might have to bring that, I don't know if I can bring that in much. But I can try. I'll get a little bit of a balance. And I can probably add the other cold shoe mount that I have here to the other side if I ever wanted to add one of the bigger lights. That really balanced it out. I don't even know where my GoPro light went. It's so tiny and small, it vanished. So, alright, well, for those times I'm out doing something bigger and better and badder, I can have full audio now with the Osmo and have good stabilization. Yeah, I can spin it around. It's not too bad. Just gotta know what you're doing. Yeah, you gotta, coming back around's harder. My watch catches. Alrighty guys, well I think it is 7:13. Only thing I'm gonna do tonight, the rest of the night, is take these guys for dog walks. Kind of a weird little twist on today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anybody that has an Osmo 4 and maybe a Rode Wireless Go system, the single one would work probably a little bit better. Having three pieces, a little more difficult to connect and figure out how to mount, but hey, I figured it out. And it's working, and it's not holding up the gimbal at all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.